Okay, here we go. We are playing a game in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. We're running our J-Man build as our Ogres team. We're down to 5 Ogres, but that's going to be absolutely fine. And we are playing against... we're playing against Matt's BBL. We've had difficulty connecting, but we're good to go now. So, here we go. Oh, let's get the old Ogres out. We've just had a ridiculous game of sevens with trolls and snotlings and pump wagons, which was great fun. Now we're going to be playing some proper Blood Bowl with some proper teams. And by proper, I mean Ogre. And I suppose Undead should be considered a proper team. I hear they're quite good. I love Undead. I love Undead. They're great fun. So, our opponent gets 430k in petty cash. So, we started with 6 Ogres and no rerolls. And we went up and up and up in cash. So we ended up buying a couple of rerolls because the TV goes up. You get TV bloat basically when you've got cash in your treasury in Blood Bowl 2. So bought a couple of rerolls. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see her up here take the Master Chef to kind of balance out the rerolls if there are no good star players. Okay, we're up to 2 kegs so far. Leaving Mats with just 330 in the petty cash now. Oh, sorry, Mike. Also, hello, Mike, in chat. Okay. I'm not sure about the tempted for the Star Ghoul. Yeah, I was going to say, I wasn't sure what stars the Undead actually have on BB2. I mean, 300 is a lot. You should be able to get a decent star, but only if they're programmed in. Is the werewolf on there? Because the werewolf is pretty good normally. There you go. Yeah, I think that's a really good choice. Right. Let's get to it. So during that time, probably should have been looking at their list, but that's okay. It's a relatively new... Crap, I missed it. Hey. J. Erlice. There's nothing wrong with J. Erlice. That's a great player. Down 150 inducement. Should have grabbed the wizard. Oh, Matt. No, yes, the wizards. Love a wizard. Love a wizard. Nah, meant for the ghoul. Yeah, I mean, I think the ghoul's got more ball handling skills. But you're playing against ogres, so yeah, the strength is up, but having claw and a couple of assists will give you some good blocks, I think. Okay, so over to our opponent now to decide whether they're going to kick or receive. Up against an ogre team with Undead. I don't think there's a particularly bad choice. If you've got good striking distance, you've got a couple of ghouls, you've got the whites have great skill, the mummy have great strength, and you've got a decent star player with 8, I think. I think I'm behind. I'm still on team preview. Okay. I think we're having some more BB2 connection issues here. But that's... it'll be fine. We'll work it out. It'll be right. So, I am being told to set up my team. So, Matt, I might be telling you, it looks like you're kicking. Looks like I'm kicking to you, so it's fine. No, you are setting up in defense. It's fine. Okay. So we are receiving. So Matt's going to be going for a defensive touchdown. Where is that star player? So we've got a mummy. Let's bring up the skills. Okay, boosted skills. We've got guard, break tackle, jugs, break tackle, and movement plus. And we've got some wicked little noblars on the side here with some skills. We should have a couple of sprint and a couple of sure feet. Making them basically movement 6 noblars. Where's the star? Where is he? Okay, so we have a ghoul who is the star player. And he comes with sprint, catch, diving catch, and dodge. Okay, so I'm thinking of a different star player. That's not embarrassing at all. So the movement 8 threw me off. So that's not a bad player to have though, is it? Movement 8, Ghoul. Should be able to do some should be able to do some speedy scoring with that. So our uppers put his mummies kind of midfield as linebackers, which is probably a good bit of strategy there. We are going to control the line of scrimmage with our ogres. We've got the strength advantage. We've got 3 rerolls. Must have bought another one. So we're going to have to put our sure feet Noblars at the back to kind of move up. We'll keep our sprint guys at the front, and hopefully with the opportunity of moving them a little bit extra. So what do we got? Got this guy here. And he has got sure feet, so we need to swap you with you. And you need to swap with you. And like I said, we're going to deploy these guys in the backfield, using that sure feet to make sure they can get up there and jump into supporting with the cage. Sprint there. Sprint there. And this Noblar in the middle, giving us cheeky guard ogre there, break tackle ogre there, break tackle ogre there, an extra movement ogre there. So I think we're going to swap them in place, swap him in place, and yeah, we'll go for that. So here comes the kick. Cheering fans, we both get rerolls. This is going to be a very different type of game. Alright, ball is there. That's not too terrible for us. We are going to try and punch a guy. Can we get a real strength advantage? Not really. So we're just going to go for the 2 dice and see if we get any free hits. We're going to stay back. We're going to make sure that if he wants to blitz with the mummies, he's got to roll the dice. That is bad, so we'll go for a team reroll there. That is better. So pop him there. And again, we're going to stay back. Normally with ogres, you can use the strength and you can create a bit of a grind. You can try and go for as many blocks as you can with as many dice as you can. However, that is a pain. All right, we got away with that one. But against Undead, they've got regeneration, they've got cheap linemen that really don't matter, and they've got big strength in the mummies. We kind of don't want to be in a scrum with them because we can't disengage. But we've got a few break tackle, so we can sort of bounce out of it if we need to. But that quadruple both down has hurt us a bit here. So what we could see is we could probably see our opponent bring the players up onto the line of scrimmage and just absolutely mob our ogres. That will limit our ability to throw teammate, and it will limit our ability to move a cage. So that will force us to kind of just use Noblars to protect the ball. And I love Noblars. I think they're great fun. But they are not the best players because of Strength 1. Edge 3 is pretty great though. And because the ghouls are in the backfield, we've got a turn here. We've got a turn to escape our fate, to escape the defensive touchdown. Now the good thing is where we didn't follow up with those blocks, any blitz like this one we're seeing here is going to take a go for it. Oh, it's getting comfy. He's going to take at least a go for it. So apart from this Noblar here, there's not a there's not a perfect striking blitz that's going to be overly profitable. So kind of planning to fail has helped us a little bit there. But come on, quadruple both down. What's that all about? Alright, yeah, it is going to be... Oh, I thought it was going to be the blitz there with the white on the little go for it, on the little snotling. Who I should be calling a Noblar, I know. Oh, gets the pow. Let's sidestep him up there. Let's see if we can't use that as an opportunity to move our player a little bit closer to the end zone before he gets brutally murdered. Yeah, knocked out. I think that one is the one that gets injured every game, so that's not bad. What it does mean is that we've now got a white in the tackle zone of 2 ogres. Well, 1.5. One's on the ground, but that's not a bad blitz target there. 2 dice on a white. Is he going to go for the dodge away? Looks like he's thinking about it. Gets the dodge. That was a proper strike and run, hit and run attack. Replacing it with a zombie or skeleton is really wise, I think. Okay. Now, he's still got the option of bringing his mummies in, but with this guy having guard in the centre, it does give us that strength advantage. So what we should have done last turn is go for the ball. So this one is going to go for the ball right now. I'm happy with how the front line is. Okay, and we can use his extra speedy, sure feet to hopefully move into a good position with which to defend the ball here. So could have gone for some kind of handoff, but I'm not too worried. The ghouls are getting up the pitch, but again, they're still a turn away. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our Noblars to create a little cage here and then strike out. That said, he's scared of the ogres. Straight 5 makes even the undead seem squishy. It's only 2 die blocks with a mighty blow. That's it. They're not that great. Okay, so should we go for some free blocks here, or should we try and stand him up? And do we want to strike? Do we want to blitz? Let's go for the blitz with this guy. So 2 dice gets the dodge star. We'll push him there, and we'll follow up this time. Knockout. Okay. Let's skip that. So that was good. That got one of our ogres up and about. It has left striking range here, and I'm not too... Alright, this guy's got jugs and break tackle, so I think we're going to try and move him back to where the ball is, and then we can try and disengage with him. He's got break tackle, but we've got a big movement guy here, so I think we're safe-ish in that zone, so we'll just go for a block. Push is fine. We can push him there, and we'll stay in place. And again, what we're going to do is, if we're stuck in base contact with these guys, let's take the push pow to there, and we'll stay there as well. Just, oh man, I am sorry. He's got regeneration. And he's okay. He's okay. Right, big movement guy here. I actually like him where he is. We've got tackle zones pretty well spread. A ghoul's going to come around, but he's going to have to go the long way. And then he's going to get counter-punched by a couple of ogres. So I think we'll take our time and we'll move up gradually. Okay, just check in chat. Here we go. Right, what do we got going on? We're going to see our op move up and attack the ball down here. We've got a star player, ghoul. Okay, it's going to be a mummy blitz. It's going to be a mummy blitz with all the dice. Double skull is brutal. Into a skull push. Man, that is just some awful luck. I've been kind of blessed by Nuffle tonight so far. I mean, this is turn 2, so there's still plenty of time. Is he going to follow up, or is he going to... No, he's going to stay there. That is probably wise. Okay. And we're okay. We kind of... We've got enough distance that... we've got another turn before we get attacked by the ghouls. Just going to change the title. Blood Bowl 2 Ogres versus Undead. Update all. Close that down, and then we're back to the game. So, how we're looking? Star player Ghoul is still hanging in the back there. Hey everybody on Facebook, thanks for joining us. Steve, Kyle, Oliver, Jim, Bob, amazing. Frederick, Mitch, how are you guys all doing tonight? Just playing in the Bonehead Podcast Cup, playing my somewhat seasoned, unsuccessful Ogres against UberMedic's Undead. Right. So, it's not bad there. It's not bad here. I think this is the stronger side. Where's that other mummy? He's actually got it really balanced out. So, I think it's probably wise for us to just move our little dudes over to the left. And see if we can't create some kind of cage on the side. We received this half, so we kind of want to make it count. This guy needs to go there, please. And we're keeping all of our Noblars, no matter what happens to them. Assuming this guy doesn't fail and go for it. He's alright. We'll move this Noblar up. And we've got some Ogres here that can move and maneuver, which is somewhat rare for Ogres. So, what do we want for a blitz? How far can he blitz? He can blitz the mummy. Not bad. Let's use the guard guy to just punch him first. We get a bonehead, and I think we're going to re-roll it. Double bonehead is brutal for us. So let's just take another bonehead there. This is getting pretty tough. Oh, and he fails the dodge even with break tackle. Bold use of those rerolls. I wanted to move. But you can't fight. You can't fight all the ones. We had quadruple both down before. I can't fight all the ones. Ed, Olivier, Fletcher, Jared, and Joe. How are you guys doing? We're playing our Ogres against Undead. And failing abysmally at rolls. And as you can see in chat, UberMedic or Matt's BBL is very supportive of the way we're using the rerolls here. It was probably not optimal, but I wanted to try and move. I wanted to get that ogre moving. Okay, so falling back on the flank. It's kind of a bit more of a defensive. It's kind of just stalling. It's like an ogre stall tactic. Right. 2-die hit on the ogre. Doesn't get a POW, so saves us a bit of time. Hey John. Hey Charlo. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some ogres against Undead. There we go. So we've now got a mummy on the ball carrier here. Toss frequent flyer. Amazing. This guy's actually had a level up. I kind of want to get him to a second level up. Sprint and sure feet. Could be cool. I'm hoping for a double or any kind of stat increase though. Let's get some interesting Noblars. Right, how are we doing here? So the mummies are moving over. So our opponent is closing in on us this side. We've got multiple disasters over here with the ogres. With a couple of boneheads and a completely failed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bad dice. Right, we can do things here. This guy's extra movement, so he's not making great strides. Let's see if we can't put this ogre here. We've got the rerolls. We've got the rerolls, so we could, in theory, get him in place here. Let's go for it. Literally. Alright. He gets him there. So we can now fandangle a decent block against the mummy if and when it happens. And I think it's going to happen now. So 1, 2, 3. Let's put this Noblar here. We're going to push the mummy there, hopefully. With our 2-die block. Here we go. Decent, please. Push is fine. We'll pop him there and we'll follow up. Alright, so kind of... We got a bit of maneuverability here. Who's that? That's the star guy. So we've got some tackle zones here. We've got a guard ogre. The guard ogre is going to take the hit here. Hopefully just a push is fine. Just a push is fine. We'll take him there, and I think we're going to follow up. Throw a Noblar. It's coming. It's coming. In fact, is it time now? We could actually do this. I'm tempted to go for the ogre grind, but we could do a throw teammate here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw the teammate. No, the dice have not been... Hey, I can't say anything. My dice were great earlier. So this guy, if he was to move, we could pop up there, hit that guy here. 2 dice. It's not bad. We'll take the blitz. 2 dice. Both down again. We're going to have to re-roll that. But we do get kind of rewarded. We'll pop him there. We'll follow. Okay, stuns the star. Then we want to go there and apply some pressure onto the opponent's teammates that are coming around, and we've got an ogre here, so this ogre is going to just mosey on over. Ooh, we can actually create a new stronger cage here. Not all that strong, but we keep them surrounded by ogres so that we can do that throw teammate when everything else goes bad. Not the throw. Got to be careful to not misclick. Alright, let's move him around to there. Here we go. Right, let's run him up, and we're going to go right there, I think. And hopefully we can get some sidestep action on there. Right, let's pass here. Let's have a look in the chat. Hey Daniel, hey Rodrigo, hey Ian, Sam, how you doing? Hey Glenn. We are absolutely going full ogre here. We've had some pretty unfortunate dice rolls, but they've not been... They've been okay. But you don't play ogres for good die rolls. You play ogres to make your opponent roll the dice. You don't really want to roll dice with ogres. Here we go. So 2 die up. On the ogre is a push and a both down. That's the thing. Ogres, mummies, as soon as they get block, they become absolute machines. Rodrigo, no foul, no fun. Oh, they'll be fouling, don't worry. But if we've got a legitimate chance of scoring here with a Noblar, it's just too much fun to take. We just before this game, we were playing some 7s. And we managed to score 2 touchdowns using pump wagons. It's just a very different kind of glory. Hey Aaron, thanks for joining the show. How you doing? We're desperately clinging on to the opportunity to score with this Noblar here. Ooh, we're going to go for the dodge blitz. He escapes. 3 dice. Gets the big hit. And I think we're going to go there just to gum up the ground with this guy's dead body. He's alright. And the ghoul doesn't follow up into the ogre's tackle zone. Rookie mistake. Right. What's going to come next? I think we're probably going to see this guy swing around the back. Mitch says, dice kills me every time. I just... The great thing about Stunty Team, whether it's halflings, gobs, ogres, whatever, is you're going to fail. You just kind of It's like trying to be an elf, but without the opportunity to actually pull it off. So we've got a sidestep. We're going to swing here. We're going to go down the pitch. Aaron says, doing well. Happy to have a few moments to catch up on the stream. Good luck on the touchdown. Thank you. Hope you're doing okay. Right. What are we going to see? Ah, the white's going back into defense. I imagine to stop the throw teammate. Because let's face it, against Snotlings, a strength 3 white with block is an absolutely huge piece. Hey Carl, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing okay. We're ogering here. We've got an opportunity to score with this Noblar. Our opponent, UberMedic or Matt's BBL in the Discord is doing a good job at stopping it. So we can move here. We can actually move. We can move with Ogres. So where are their tackle zones? I'm just going to get rid of the skills for a sec. So we can run here. There's a running lane. There's a running lane with Ogres. I think we're going to take it. 2, 3, 4. It's there. Alright, we get it 1. Matt, our opponent, says, my main strategy is cowardice. Then you should be playing Skaven. Let's go there. Alright, here we go. Can we do this? Or do we go for the blitz with this guy? No. We go there. Okay, good. We get break tackle. This guy is our guard guy. So if he blitzes, we should definitely be moving this guy first. And then we should probably try and put a guy there. Let's do this vanilla. Let's move him there. I know he's in the mummy's tackle zone, but we've got a bit of sidestep, so we should be able to do something cunning if we need to. This is going to be a dodge. That's going to be a go for it. We've got a dodge reroll because of the skill dodge. So let's go for that. Alright, good. Now we get the option to make a blitz here against this zombie. So 2 dice. Gets a bonehead. We're gonna take it. I know that's our blitz gone. But I think we're right with that guy there. He can try and hit this ghoul. He's on the ground, so we can get a foul in with somebody. We've got this ogre here who is just gonna absolutely ruffle stomp into the middle. Gets bonehead, so he's fine. So that's an extra bit of defense on our ball carrier. So he's movement and he's a Noblar. So 1, and he's on the ground. So 2, 3, 4, foul. I think lots of dice to be rolled. Let's see if he can pull it off. Gets it. Gets it. Jumps on him. Gets a foul. Nothing exciting happens at all. And then we'll go for a little block here. Oh, he boneheads as well. I need to re-roll this in my defense so that he keeps the mummy in check. There we go. Take the POW. Put him there. Stay in place. Let's keep the tackle zones on the edge to force some tricky maneuvering. Right. Let's check. We've activated everyone and have it back to our opponent. What have we got? We've got main strategist cowardice. Oh, fair play there, fair play. Well, I just, you know, the chat made me do it. So we didn't get the foul on the star player. That's okay. So we are still driving with this brave little Noblar. Can we get a better shot of him? No. Let's just go back to the old. We get sidestep here, so I think there is probably best. Ah, he's stunned. Stunned is good. It keeps the corpse in the way. And that's how you know you're an ogre player, when you start planning how a stun is going to be better for you than a removal. It's kind of key. Hey Richard, thanks for joining us. We're playing some ogres against some undead in the Bonehead Podcast Cup, and we're driving with a very brave little Noblar against a properly piloted undead team and a star player ghoul. Hey Diego, thanks for joining us. Okay, so our opponent is going to gum up and try and go for the 2-line block with the mummy there. Gets the... That's not great. That's not great. That's not... It's great for us, obviously. You've got to assume they're going to take the push here. Yeah. And push the ogre back further away from the action. That's our move 6 guy. We're really really hoping to get him break tackle at some time soon so we can make the most. Right. Got a blitz here. That seems brave. A ghoul blitzing a snotling. That's just uphill. Yes. He escapes death. Hey, Billy. We are definitely using sidestep. Right, so where do we want him to go? I feel like the left is our better option here. Because there's only the star player ghoul and he's on the ground. So we've kind of got this little... I can see what it's going to go. It's going to go in there. We're going to end up with a horrible side cage and a stretch play in a turn or two. As we've only got 3 turns left to score. Damn, forgot sidestep and was going for a chain. Yes, you can't chain block with sidestep. It's wicked. It's the best way to avoid being murdered. It's actually what they teach you in Krav Maga. Is if you're not within strike range, you don't need to defend yourself. I don't really miss Krav. It was hard work, and everyone there was bigger than me. So I ended up just paying £40 a month to get kicked by giant men with anger issues. Learned me a thing or two about being kicked. Hey Patrick, thanks for joining the stream. We're playing some ogres against some undead. We received this half and we're driving with the Noblar. So, are we going to see a spread defense down here? How far? So we can't score this turn. We could throw, actually. We've burnt all our rerolls, which is on me. It's absolutely on me, that one. Alright, it's our turn. So, is he in a tackle zone? He is not in a tackle zone. So let's see if we can't bring him up. Keep him in the action. We're going to use this ogre here to just hopefully form the start of a new actual strong cage. We've got a break tackle ogre here who can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can form that element of it. He's going to blitz away, I think. This guy. So we've got 2 dice. Can we do anything good? We can do good stuff. We'll push him back and then we'll stay in place. He's knocked out. That's incredibly good for us. Let's get back to what we were doing. And we're going to try and... I think it's probably more important that we strength up this side. We've got a bit more break tackle that we can utilise. So ball carrier goes there. Alright. Definitely missed that we were going to dodge there, but that's okay. Jared, I'm going to stop telling you my disappointment about rerolls, for I'm a dwarf player now, so an even greater sin. How are you finding the dwarves? Because they are probably as polar opposite to ogres as you can get. Right, he's done things. This guy's got a block here, which is okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a guy there, and we're going to try and dodge out with him and form a corner there. Okay, we get the break tackle and the bonehead. And I think we're going to try and disengage with this ogre as well. This Noblar is going to jump round to there. And we are going to absolutely, utterly push our luck here. And we get it. There we go. See, dodging ogres is 100% a great strategy. Alright, we're running out of time, but he is now within striking zone. He is in his own little red zone. Our opponent can definitely put some roadblocks here and force us to roll some dice. It's definitely not a gimme. Jared says in chat, don't know how to skill your runners. Right. It sounds boring, and this is why I think dwarves get flack, but if you roll a normal or with a dwarf runner, very first thing, block is definitely not a bad choice. You've got sure hands. That's the skill you want. They come with that. So if you get a normal on a dwarf runner, it's got to be block. You could take leader as well if you don't have the rerolls, but dwarf rerolls are quite cheap, so you should have enough. Block will help his survivability. And then that gives you your 10th block player on a dwarf team. If you get a double, that's when things get really interesting. If you get a double, Nerves of Steel could be useful. Dodge is obviously really good. It's good for defense and it's good for maneuverability because 3+ with a reroll should not be bad odds. Playing ogres and talking dwarf strategy. Craziness. Right, we've got a sidestep guy here. We're going to put him up there. He's going to stay standing. But that should give us a bit more maneuverability. Mitch Wade says, Blood Bowl, greatest game ever. I never expect to win, but when I do, more the better. Absolutely. I'm going to wax lyrical very quickly, and I'm sorry, because I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this before, but you play Blood Bowl, and there's so much randomness in it. It's kind of you're working with your opponent to create a story as opposed to you make the tactical decisions and you choose where to take the risks. But the dice tell you how it works. It's like having a games master. Well, that's what Nuffle is our games master. Nuffle will direct the story however the heck Nuffle wants the story to go. Right, so it's time to do things now. Who's going to stand up? Right, let's zoom all the way out. Different camera settings, please. There we go. And we're going to take the skills off. So, he is in. Alright, that's our Jugs Blitzer. So, what we want to do then is... Who's this? This is a ghoul. This is a white. Punching this ghoul here gives us a good opportunity to clear a running lane down the side. We get the Bonehead, 2 dice on the Blitz. Dodge star is fine. He has got dodge. But that's not a problem. I want to stay in place. And we're going to move this ogre there and then there. Okay. That was part 1. Do we have a good block? We've got a 2-die push block here against the mummy. Yep, push is fine. Pop him there and we're going to follow up. Stay in place. And I don't know if... We're going to go for the touchdown at the end of the turn. There's just no two ways around it. It's just too much fun not to do. Hey, you boneheads. But what we're doing is we're preparing for that failure by stacking the ball area with our players and the players who can move for free. So, do we want to take any more blocks? Do we want to do anything else? Or do we just want to try and go for the touchdown? 3 dice is too tempting. And there you have it. Absolute greed fail. I didn't even re-roll a push. Oh, absolutely crazy. Right, so we've got a Bonehead here. It's going to be a blitz on the ball carrier and a massive turnover here. Hey Stefano, thanks for joining us. You are watching me fail with Noblars. It's the blitz. Here it is. 3 dice. Oh, he's got block. Oh, and our guy is knocked out. So where's the ball? Ball's in the open. Not going to get it with the white. Going to go with the ghoul, huh? There's no... What is this game? That was incredible. Alright. that means we get a chance to do things. And the first thing we do is blitz this guy. Double. I don't know if this is some kind of... What? The luck of this is ridiculous. Oh, Matt. This is crazy. Right. Let's think about what we want to do. This guy, I think, has to go for the ball here. Okay. Does he get the pickup? No, he drops it. And that's the end of the turn. And I think that's the end of the half. For me, anyway. Yeah. Oh, so close. So close. Mitch, you are exactly right. Anything, well, almost anything except the triple skulls, and we would have been, you know, closer to the end zone. Hey, Linton, how you doing? Just missed a brutal triple skull block that cost us the opportunity to fail several go for it's into the end zone with Noblars. Ooh. But a more succinct description of what we're doing would be to say that we're playing our Ogre team against UberMedic's Undead in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. We ground all the way up the pitch, and honestly, the dice are ridiculous. These ghouls cannot dodge. And I'm pretty sure that takes us to the half. That was crazy. That was crazy. Right. How bad is it? I've got a guy stunned, everyone else is back in, so let's replace these Noblars with my premium Noblars. There we go. So how do we do this then on defense? I think he goes in the middle and Jugs goes at the back. Jugs there, movement there, probably a bit closer actually. There we go, and we put some line Noblars on the edge. Alright, where's my movement 4 guy? He needs to get a sweet level up to prove his worth. Sprint 1 there, sprint there, and then Noblar 2, D4. Now, we're playing with trolls recently, so I'm quite excited at the fact that I don't need to keep them like chaperoned. All right, Noblar's anchoring. Matt, that was insane. It was absolutely insane. That's why we play. That's what's so fun about it. I really wanted that Noblar to get a touchdown as well. Alright, let's see how our opponent's going to line up. Who's he got missing? It's a white. That's actually quite big. Where's that Star Ghoul? Star Ghoul is there. Got another white there. I would expect to see one Ghoul in the backfield to pick it up. Does the Star Ghoul have sure hands? No. Dodge, diving catch, sprint, and movement 8. So good scorer. Not necessarily a good ball picker-upper. Boromir's still KO'd, I know. Ah, have I missed something? Oh, poor Boromir. Alright. On the plus side, now Jared in chat's not going to like this, but we get our 3 rerolls back. Which is useful. Not that our ogres can block at all. I feel like we need a good stunty team to limber them up a bit. That's why I need to get Warhannam Hannam on here with his halflings. Although he's running the triple tree build with a bit of deep root. That's what I've been thinking. I've been thinking about a troll build with some of the mixed teams. See if there's a way to run a kind of triple or quadruple troll build. Just for really extra difficulty. Can you do it? If there's like an orc and a goblin team in the mixed teams, you could do it that way. Ripper, 3 trolls, 1 orc troll. Excuse me. We get a reroll again. And the ball lands right in our opponent's lap. Okay, so I think the setup we've got here is our opponent's going to go for a couple of snotling blocks on the edge to get that extra bit of strength in with the mummy, but we've got guard in the middle. Gets the natural pow. So we're just going to use sidestep to progress up the pitch. The one great thing about these guys is when they're not doing that, which was fair enough, having the sidestep guys on the line, you can get a couple of extra squares of movement, 1 or 2 squares in. Here we go. So 3 die block with push. We can push him up, and it brings us 1 square closer to wherever the ball lands and wherever the ball carrier is. So it can be pretty cool. Jared, triple tree man is the only way to play halflings. Changed my mind. 2 trees in 7s. Let's watch series 1 of 7 Super Series. There you go. That said, it's only because you can't run deep root. Okay, 2 die push, 2 die pow on the ogre. Gets the open star, drops him down. Breaks his armor, but he's only stunned, so it's fine. Hey, Thomas Sean Brady, thanks for swinging by. How you doing today? So, Jared, the triple tree build is pretty great, but there are some really great stars there available for halflings now. The guy on the sheep, Rumblo Sheepskin, is pretty cool, and obviously Carla Von Kill is brilliant. So if you, obviously it depends on the opponent. Having deep root is great, but if you can't afford deep root or you want to go a different way, I might be tempted to say Carla and a wizard instead. I think it actually gives you a more competitive build, but it doesn't feel like halflings at that point, because you've got too much movement, too much strength, and a wizard. Okay, so ball pickup failed, burning a team reroll to pick it up, gets it, and the ghoul makes a very big run. We've got a couple of ogres on the ground, and we're going to see a throwing play. We are not going to see a throwing play. We're going to see a cage instead. Okay, going for the tight plays. That's the other beautiful thing about stunty teams, is the ignominy of losing to them is real. Oh, we're going for a blitz on a snotling. Okay, here we go. Come on, can we escape? Ooh, both down or push? I can see the both down being taken. The armor advantage is there. But I would like the push. Nah, both down. We're only stunned. It's fine. Okay, so how do we hit that ball? We've got decent backfield coverage here. I'm inclined to let these ogres be. So obviously we've got the suicidal 3 die up. That's never a bad option. We should probably stand him up. He's got the bonehead, so that's not going to happen. We've got bad blocks here, so we might be in a decent place. It might be a decent play to drop him back, you know. So there. fails the break tackle. Let's burn the reroll. Gets away with a dodge. Okay, so that's something. Now we are going to bring Noblar around here. Okay, not necessarily as like a scoring threat. I'm going to bring this guy down here, but quite possibly to kind of flank if we need him to. This dude's just going to run right up to the side of the cage there, and I think we do just go for the blitz here. 3 dice up, gets the dodge, 3 dice. I'm assuming you're going to take the push there, Matt, but you know. Push is fine. That's 1 square. Follow up. 1 square further from the end zone. And I think we risk moving this guy here for the extra tackle zones. And then we probably have to move break tackle jugs down here. Yep, gets away without the boneheads. That's cool. Okay, our stunned ogre turns over. So what we're going to see is we've got strong defense this side. Our opponent's got the movement to be able to swap sides, but we'll need to maintain pressure on these ogres, and that's going to be with at least one zombie on each, which is fine. I mean, how many we're out? We're out one guy so far, so they've got numerical advantage. They've got the strength advantage, kind of, with those two ogres on the ground. They've got the combat advantage anyway. All right. So the ball carrier does have the threat of a Noblar. So there will be at least one block to be made, and that block will have to land properly. Otherwise I can just keep sidestepping and keeping him in base contact. I mean, dodging away is probably a more certain way to do it. But I think we're going to see a block. Triple block gets the explosion. So I think we're going to go here, because otherwise our opponent can run through there. That's going to cost an extra 2 squares of movement. No, it's not, because he's knocked out anyway. Skip there. Ah, poor guy. He tried real hard. There we go. So we're seeing the swapping of sides. This guy's break tackle, this guy's break tackle. This guy's got movement 6. So our opponent moving to the side. Oh, another triple pow and a dead Noblar. He's only stunned. He'll be back. Hey Thomas, hey Garcia, how you guys doing? Okay, so ball carrier's over here. Got a good cage. Gonna blitz a Noblar. Gonna foul a Noblar. Three dice, gets another pow. Are we going to see him survive the armor roll? Stunned is okay. So, how does this leave us? We've got Ogre, Ogre. We've got break tackle into one tackle zone. So, I can't get a good blitz on the ball carrier. I can. This is the time the sun breaks through the clouds. Enough says Mitch. Right, we can use this guy with jugs to blitz a mummy on the corner. To do that, we're going to need to find a way to get a strength boost. So if we go there, can we blitz that mummy? We can, but we're going to need another guy. So we're going to need this guy there. Yeah, alright, so that takes up the mummy's tackle zone. We're going to need this guy there to give us +1 strength there. So let's see if we can't stand up at least one of these ogres. So guard is up, and movement is going to drop all the way back down. Alright, good boy. Who's a good boy? Good warg. Okay, and he should be able to blitz in here. We've got a reroll, so if we get the go for it wrong, get the bonehead. Go for it. Gets it. Gets the pow. That's huge for us. Let's follow up. Alright. Not great, but we've got a guy on the ball carrier now. So, dodging into 2 tackle zones. It's +1, -1. So that's a 3+. So, probably not a great move. Standing might be better. Okay, and then this guy, however, dodging away can be just fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Watch him fail the bonehead. He gets the bonehead. So we've got a deep safety with an ogre. We've got a couple of break tackle guys here. Alright, we can stall a little bit longer. Hey Sebastian, thanks for joining us. We're playing some Ogres against Undead in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. Somehow, it's still 0-0. But with 2 ghouls and a star ghoul, our opponent's driving. We've got some ogre strength though. 3 dice. Okay, we take the side step. Where do we go? Do we go there and force the rolls? Or do we go there and keep the tackle zones on? I'm going to go there. Keep those tackle zones available. Now, the guy's still going to be in the tackle zone of the ogre. If he doesn't follow up, he should follow up. Okay, we're going to see an opportunity here for our opponent to dodge out the back, which is probably not a terrible choice, given that we've got an ogre here. Contemplating the dodge through. Dodging there and swinging round might not be a terrible choice. Yeah, I suppose dodge round and all the way down to the side here, but we've got a lot of strength that we can bring in. But our opponent's going to take it. This is either going to be a great breakout or utter doom. Not to be too dramatic. Here we go. The dodge is made. The mummy's probably going to stand up here and we'll see a new cage being formed. Probably with this guy come down. Alright. So. This guy has break, tackle and jugs. But the ghouls have dodge, so they can fly through things. So we need to kind of stack some tackle zones. Okay, we got blitzing mummy. I don't think that's good odds. I think that's a 1 die. 3 dice on the little guy. Let's move him in there. And watch him die. He's KO'd. Ah. Poor rickety tickety. Or ricky tick. Okay, right. What are we going to see on this side? Are we going to see the mummy play here? Stand up is probably the best option. Surely not a mummy. Is it reroll time for that guy? Hey Geordie, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Hey Michael. Ooh, yeah, there you go. There's the reroll. Gets away with it. However, this guy's got break tackle, so we still have the opportunity to move. Alright, the mummy's up. I don't think we're going to see much play here. So what we're going to do is we're going to open with a block on this guy. Brilliant. We'll take that and we're going to stay in place. The idea of that is to free up this ogre. Okay. We want some kind of blitz on this player. This guy's got jugs. And break tackle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blitz is very tempting there. Let's see what have we got here. He's there. That's fine. This guy's going to jump up and go there. He's got sure feet, I think. So hopefully we'll be able to get that. Yeah, cool. It's not dead certain, but that will affect a passing play. This guy can't really go anywhere without bumbling into tackle zones. So let's do that. Let's get you into tackle zones. Let's do the same with this Noblar on the ground. Okay. We have got some choices here. And a good choice would have been to put him there. Oh, do we do it? Do we go for it dodge? That seems risky to get a 2-die block. What's that actually going to achieve for us for now? Nothing. So we want to blitz with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there. So we need to keep that square free. So we want him to be there. And this is it. We're going to go for a break, tackle, blitz. So let's just go for the blitz right now. And let's go there. Brilliant. That is huge for us. But that has used break tackle. So if we can punch the guy here and just apply pressure to the ball carrier, or we can go for the dodge. I think we have to just punch the guy. Yeah, I think we have to just punch the guy now. 2 dodges was a bit much to ask. Let's take a push. Let's pop him there and we'll follow up. Okay. Who else do we have? We've got movement here. I'm still inclined to leave him. Oh, let's put him there. I'll admit, doesn't help us with our deep threat, but do we go for the 1 dice? Let's go for the 1 dice. That's the worst that can happen. There's the other worst. Oh, and our guy is knocked out. That is not great. It's not great. So where have we left the ball? We've left the ball in the tackle zone of an ogre. Just 1 ogre. Ah, okay. It's going to open up with the mummy blitz on the ogre. He's going to get 2 dice. And it's a push. That is enough to free up the ghoul. But his tackle zone's still going to be blocking the main route of travel. And this Noblar here is kind of slowing him down the other side. So quite possible we'll see a zombie triple die block here. Alternatively, we've got a ghoul over here to score with. Try triple dice, gets the explosion. How do we slow down our player? Let's put our corpse there. Hopefully if he's not knocked out or something. Stunned. Okay, that's good. That's going to cost our opponent at least 1 more square of movement. Alright, we've got an ogre that's pretty well tied up here. He's probably going to get punched in the face in a second. We're getting outbashed here by Undead. Told you this would happen. So the Undead are a really tough matchup for ogres. Because the strength just gets absorbed, but they've still got all the speed to strike. Okay, our opponent's got a 2 die block against the ogre. Their push is great for us. But he is definitely boxing those ogres in here. Even break tackle can't save us. We can go to there, I suppose, but then where are we going to go afterwards? So it's time to see this guy move. I wonder where is safe at the moment from break tackle ogres. Okay, the star player ghoul dodges away and forms a new bit of cage there. These ogres are just chasing, and it's okay. It's okay, but the scoring threat of the ghouls is real. So we need to keep trying to grind through. Excuse me, but we are losing Noblars now. And ogres, apparently. Our opponent can make dodges all days with the white, but has failed multiple dodge rerolls. So, I don't know what the dice are up to. There we go. That's the guy who's going to score. Because ghoul breakthrough to him. The white is someone we've also got to be very careful of. So, let's just take the 2... Gets the bonehead. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. This guy's going to dodge up to here and tag this ghoul in place. And obviously apply a tackle zone here. We've got the opportunity at a blitz play here to get onto the ball carrier. That's not bad. And then we move him down to tag this ghoul. Let's put him there. Apply the tackle zones. We get away with the bonehead there. So if we take this blitz, we've got this guy here. So we need to try and find a way to break through with somebody here to get onto the ball carrier. I don't think we can actually do it, which is fine. Let's try it with this guy. So he's going to blitz him. If he gets the bonehead, which he does, we can take the push him there. We will follow up. And then we'll go for the dodge there. Okay, that's cool. So he's just going to drop back to there. There's not a lot we can do about that ghoul. He's just going to punch a dude. Because makes everybody feel better. He's going to stay in place. Alright, and we've got this Noblar here, who is going to absolutely Leroy Jenkins to there. Can he do it? Yes, 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 yes. No. Ah, failed for it at the end. No, let's take it. Let's take it. Gets the dodge reroll. On the ball carrier. Maybe I should have blitzed with that guy. And that is why I love Noblars. Okay. What are we going to see happen now? This ghoul seems like a really good scoring opportunity for our opponent. But he's got 4 turns, so there's plenty of time to get this touchdown. Plenty of time. This flank here is open, but we do have a good ogre safety here. Yeah, zombie's going to move up onto the ogres. Okay, we've got break tackle, which is useful, but it's only 1 dice. So if this guy gets away, we're going to have to see a roll here. If they come down this side, we're going to have to see a long way around. Hey Flick, hey Simon, hey Ben, Blood Tithe in the chat. How you doing today? Okay, 3 dice on the Noblar. Ah, he gets the explosion. He goes down. Okay, can he survive? Let's see. Oh, he's injured. Toss frequent flyer. Yeah, this guy dies every time. Badly hurt. He's fine. I think that's actually the guy who nearly scored the touchdown in the first half as well. Could have been so much closer to leveling him up. Okay. So, if I was the opponent here, where is our running lane? Maybe. It's not great. Just going to go for another cage on the side. 3 dice on the Noblar. Gets another POW. Let's move him up. He's knocked out. It turns out the vulnerability of the Ogre team is the Noblars. Who knew? Alright, that creates a pretty decent running lane now. Or is it a cage and a stretch play for the next turn or the turn after? Because that indicates the ball carrier is not moving. 2 die up. Oh, with block. Do I want him to move or stay in place? Let's see. Well played, that white. Nicely done. Okay. You've got a ghoul stretch play right there. Do you take it or do you stall another turn? Okay, he's moving it back because I think that leaves him. That's going to be a go for it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it that he's going to go for a pass? What's the plan here? What is the plan here? Because it could have been a rundown handoff for a ghoul touchdown. But I guess our opponent doesn't want to score just yet because it opens up more opportunities for the Ogres to cause some casualties. And also the throw teammate option. Okay, it's a pass turn right there. Okay, what do we got in the way of blitzing and doing things? That Noblar goes there. We got a throw action anywhere? We do not. Do we have a blitz action anywhere? We do not. So what is the plan? I think we blitz this guy. He gets the bonehead. It's kind of important. Let's take it. Double bonehead again. Brutal. Right, so we need to kill this guy. Actually, I think we need to dodge away. So you dodge using the power of break tackle. Click, 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 click. Gets the dodge, which is good. Yeah, this guy's on the ground. All we're doing there is just forcing our opponent to think about having to make a roll. Do we just go for the natural dodge here? I think we do. What are we going to achieve with that? Putting a tackle zone on this guy. Natural ogre dodge. That is it for us at the moment. That's everybody we've got. Ghouls are 7. Oh, am I thinking of the star player for that stretch play? Yep, I am. That's my bad. I mean, we've not put a lot of pressure on the ball, but we've at least tagged 2 of the ghouls who are in scoring range. But it might be for nothing if all our opponent does is just sweep round the right hand side and create a little cage there. We're going to be forced to batter our way through again. With only 3 turns to go. Whatever happens, we're going to have a chance at the 1-turn touchdown. Oh, well, if our opponent scores. Hey Ian, hey Mixalis, welcome. Thanks for joining the stream. We're playing in the Bonehead Podcast Cup, running the Ogres at the moment against Matt's BBL UberMedic's Undead team. It's been brutal so far. Not so high on the casualties, just so high on the casualties to our souls in the ways of dice rolls. Okay, it's a mummy blitz. On the guard ogre, both down or a push. Surely we're going to see the push taken here. There we go. The mummy's probably going to follow up to keep that ogre in place. There you go. We've got a good solid cage here. We've got a break tackle ogre. And we've got an extra movement ogre. We've got a ghoul. I would expect to see this ghoul go down here, probably. Again, just to keep that stretch play alive and to give away a free block. No one wants to have a free block on a ghoul if you're an undead team. Okay, 3 dice on the little guy. Let's get him the heck out of trouble. Okay. So the ghoul is now here free. The star player ghoul is now free of dodges. Just dodging through Noblars there. I don't know if that was a misclick or just really bold play. Or just a complete and utter statement that your players mean nothing to me. I'll just walk through them. Walk through them or block through them, it doesn't matter. That is great positioning with that second ghoul. That will force multiple blocks if I'm going to make a play on the cage here. If we see this ghoul move away, then we do have a real high dice opportunity on the ball carrier. I don't know. I think, yeah, that's good play by our opponent there. Leaving that ghoul there adds all the tackle zones here, which just utterly stops us from getting a blitz in here. This guy can do it, but it's on a natural agility, and that is a huge ask, to be honest with you. Must be, I wouldn't be brave enough for that play. Right, so what do? Do we take the block here and then just blitz with that guy? I think we do. I think that's probably the safest action. 2 dice, we get the POW, pop the ghoul there, and we'll leave him in place. Alright, so we get the hit on the ghoul, that's good. We can now blitz, and we're going to blitz him on the edge. Okay, get the bonehead, that's good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the blitz. 2 dice. Gets the dodge star. So what we can do is pop him there and follow up. Okay, that's going to force our opponent to run around the edge here It's not great, but it's something at least. So I promised to throw teammate. Break tackle. Click. Throw teammate. We're going to throw this guy. And we're going to throw him all the way here. Let's see if we can't get some good scatters. Let's jump this Nobbler up, because he didn't die, and just tag him there, blocking up a bit of a running lane there. That was that was much better than expected. Right, we're going to have to risk the natural dodge here to get on this ghoul's tackle zone, to get onto this ghoul here, which is not great. And he goes down. We got one earlier, so I can't be too salty about that roll, because we did get away with it earlier on. At least we've got 2 players on the ball carrier now. For now. Ah, they get the POW. So, where do we want to sidestep this guy to? Let's sidestep him there. I don't think there's a good option really right now. Oh, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. How bad is it? He's only badly hurt. It's fine. It almost sounds like a Jim and Bob line, that. He's only badly hurt. He's only permanently maimed. We're going to go for a big blitz here from the mummy. It's a push. Are we going to see that rerolled, or are we just going to see the push? Yep, we're going to see the push away from the ghoul, and then I think that ghoul, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is, excuse me, clear for the touchdown. It's going to be... Oh, going to stall and pass off to the Star Ghoul, or just go for the touchdown? I know it's only turn 15, but scoring a touchdown is not a bad thing. There we go. Hard fought. He gets it. Good play. Good play. It would have been a real tough stall for an extra turn, I think. Okay, so we get 2 turns. And we've got quite a lot of our key players out, unsurprisingly. So who's this guy? What's he got? He's got sure feet. Alright. We've got no reserves. We've got 3 Nobblars and 4 Ogres to score a 2-turn touchdown. So that means we can possibly do a thing. So so this guy is our movement 4 guy that we want to level up. So I think we're actually going to try a different strategy. We're going to use this guy to pass. He's not going to go for the touchdown. He's going to be the ball picker-upper. And Sure Feet's going to flank him because we want that pass. And he's armor 4, so probably best he doesn't do anything. We've got the real dregs here. We've got some good ogres though. And I'm not too fussed about blocks here. I don't think that blocks are a good idea. So if we take this Nobbler and put him there, and we take this Nobbler here as our main ball carrier, replace him with him. This guy goes there. This guy goes there. Who is he? He's armor 4. You should swap with him. And this guy who's armor 4 can go there. So we've got a bit of a plan. It's going to be a stretch, but that's okay. So guards there, so he's getting a block. Ogre's there, not really a great thing we can do there. This ogre's there. So punch, follow, punch, follow, punch, follow. We don't want him on the line, do we? We want him there. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. Okay. It's time for the kick. We've got 2 turns to score an equalising touchdown here. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to give it to our movement 4 Nobbler here. because I want him to get a passing SPP. And I think it's just move the guys in ready for the failure. That is going to be our main play, is move up, pass the ball to that Noblar. Not a handoff, we're going to go for a pass. Because we want the SPP, if you can believe it, on the Noblar. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. No. It's okay, we still got one more turn. I know it was a 4+, followed by a 3+, but you know. Come on, so big block on the Ogre, double push. Mummy follows. Our opponent's only got one turn, so can't go for the score. But can definitely stop us scoring. Which I feel like was a bit of a certainty as well. We're down to no players and no rerolls. It's been a grind though, right. I think our guard guy here is kind of saving us a little bit. So, 1 tackle zone, 2 tackle zone. White, round. We've got the deep defense here. That's probably not a bad option actually, because if we do manage to pull the throw off, he's going to want as many tackle zones for us to land in as possible. So, as it stands, we need to block away and then a 4+ pickup. And then a 2+ dodge. Then a 3+ catch. And then a 2+, 3+ throw. It's going to be almost certain. We can actually try a blitz to try and clear somebody else off the ball. It might not be a terrible idea actually. We can use throw. We can use right. We'll use him to throw, and he blocks him. There's the Bonehead. So we need this guy to blitz in here. Oh, he fails the dodge. He fails the dodge. That was a well fought match. UberMedic, nice. Ah, sweet. We get 60k for the winnings here. So, brutal. GG's. GG's, Matt. That was great. Great game. Thank you very much. So, let's update the team. Let's go see if we got anything good. Oh, so many teams. Here we go. Come on. Ah, these are all great fun. Here we go. We do get a level up. Is it an Ogre? Is it a Noblar? Let's find out. It's an Ogre. It's our movement up Ogre. Alright, let's level up. Roll the dice. It's got to be break tackle, right? Break tackle was pretty great for us in that game. Still don't think we've got doubles yet. And I think we need to spend that cash to buy that extra Ogre. Buy you, please. Confirm purchases. So we're back up to a full lineup. We've got a bunch of crippled Noblars. We've got a few Ogres who are on the up and up. And we are at 1560. Man, they bloat real quick. They bloat real quick. Okay, I think we're probably going to wrap it up there because I'll get in trouble if not. So thanks ever so much for chatting and hanging out with me tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Sevens game. I hope you enjoyed this game. UberMedic, great game. Thank you so much. So I'm going to sign off now, and I will see you guys on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, for more of the same. Thanks for joining me.